Hey, Desmond. Take my... Hey, Grace. I wanna put a smile on your face. I breathe in my heart to you. C. Michelle and D. Simmons. Thank you guys for joining in. Just give it a few minutes. I know it's kind of late. So I know we don't get on this late. I can't say your name. I'm sorry. M. Vinskovic. I think that's how I said it. I'm not sure if I said it right. I present my heart to you. J Love 109. Hey. Hi, praise the Lord, Letman. And my heart to you. J Win 70. Thank you for joining. Hi, Cynthia. Hey. It's kind of late for me right now. Hey, Mace. Max 08. I'm gonna give about 2 more minutes, okay? I'm gonna show y'all. I wanted to thank you for the hearts. I present my life to you. Here's my worship. Here's my life. Okay, a few more minutes, guys. I'm coming in. Worship, smile. Here's my life, Lord. Say that one more time. Here's my worship. Here's my worship, smile. Come on, say it. Here's my life, Lord. Here's my life, Lord. All right. So it's getting late, so I want to just let me turn Tasha down. Okay, guys, thank you so much for jumping on this evening. I greatly appreciate you guys jumping on. I wanted to make an announcement, number one, and then I wanted to get, hey, Shalina Dudley. I wanted to make an announcement, then I want to actually jump into my topic for today. But what I'm going to do is review what I went over earlier so I can kind of get you caught up a little bit, okay? So basically, I'm doing a drawing for those of you who share this broadcast and also invite your followers and give hearts. I am going to be raffling, well, not raffling. I'm going to actually, the person who gives the most hearts. I have a book here. This is one of the elders of my church. She wrote a book. God gave it to her through sweat and prayer and fasting and all of that great stuff. It's called Freedom of Lifestyle Butterfly. This is Dr. Kim King. This is actually her book right here. Okay, I am raffling this book off right here. Hello, Cynthia. How are you? I have to send you an email because I have some questions for you. But anyways, so I'll be raffling this off on, well, I'll be doing it Friday and I'll make the announcement on Saturday. So for those of you who share the broadcast and invite your followers and give hearts, the most hearts literally will get the book, okay? So thank you guys again for jumping on. Those of you who are watching this by replay, please invite your followers and give hearts. I love you guys. Thank you so much for jumping onto the replay. My name is TenishaBibbs. Y'all know me. I'm a licensed master cosmetologist, educator, a hair loss specialist, and I'm also a weaveologist. I love, love, love what I do. I've been doing this for years. And so today we're going to be talking about dandruff. But before we talk about dandruff, I had a question last week. One of our, what was her name? I can't remember right now, but anyway, she asked the question, they asked a question about were there different types of alopecia, and there are different types of alopecia. Let me turn this down because I want to make sure I'm saying what I'm saying. Okay. So earlier today, I jumped on, I put a scope out there, and I'm jumping on again just to tell you there are different types of alopecia out there. Last week, I talked more so on traction alopecia, what that was. This week, you'll see more of my braiding techniques and what I believe is safe braiding techniques. I know there's 50 million of them out there, but the ones that I've analyzed, I have tested, that works, that will help to reduce the causes of traction alopecia. I will be showing you those methods this week. Okay. So first of all, the first type of alopecia that's out there is called alopecia totalis. This is the balding of the hair. Okay. Can you turn Tasha down a little bit? I did. I turned her off. I turned her off.
turned it off. So, thank you. I turned it off. And so it's called alopecia totalis. And what that is when you see, have you ever seen the movie, The Cone Heads? You see how bald that head was? That's how alopecia totalis looks. Okay. It's not cone head, but it's just the image of the baldness. Okay. That means that the papilla is completely damaged. It is gone. Okay. So that's called alopecia totalis. All right. Then you have alopecia universal. That is a medical condition involving rapid hair loss. Okay. It comes from lashes. Your lashes will pull out, your brows will pull out, everything will be gone. Okay. Rapid, immediately. All right. So anytime you see that, if you're a cosmetologist or if you work in the industry or if you are experiencing that yourself, a lot of people go to natural hair thinking that, if I just not put relaxers in, or if I, don't use this product, that this situation would be, I won't, experience the situation. And that's not necessarily true. Okay. It's not necessarily true. So, alopecia universal is another form of alopecia. Then you have androgenetic alopecia, which is a permanent hair loss from the skin causing baldness. Okay. And sometimes you'll see them in round patches around the head, or you may see it up here on the crown of the head. That is called androgenetic alopecia. And then you have alopecia, postpartum alopecia. This postpartum alopecia is if a woman, when she, after she gives birth to her baby, over the course of time, you will notice that her hair is shedding and things like that. It's called postpartum alopecia. This is temporary. It's not permanent. She can grow her hair back. Okay. As long as the papilla is in place, she still can grow her hair back. All right. And then you have traction alopecia, which we talked about more so last week. Okay. So I'm not going to keep you guys long tonight because I know you guys got to get up for work in the morning and some other things you have to do. So tonight about dandruff, what it is a lot of times we misunderstand the difference between dandruff and just shedding or scales. Okay. The outer layer of the hair is called the epidermis. Okay. You have a dermis and you have an epidermis. The epidermis is the outer layer of the scalp. Okay. Or the skin. And what happened is there is normal hair scaling. So what that means is that when it sheds, it's normal, and also it's light, it's powdery, and actually will disappear when you're doing shampoo or if you're brushing the hair. Okay, so you don't want to go in taking a comb like we used to do old school and scrape the scalp, because you're going to cause maybe abrasion on the scalps, and also you're going to cause the scalps to bleed. Okay. And you want to just be careful with that. All right. So that is one of the ways that it's not dandruff. People will say all the time, oh, I got dandruff. So what they do is they treat a problem that is not there. They go get medical shampoo and they're treating something that don't need medical attention like that. Okay. Another thing is medical name for dandruff is pityriasis. Okay. It's a common skin problem that causes rash. All right. This is seen in people between the ages of 10 and 35 years old. Okay. As you get older, you'll notice it and things like that. So this is just a normal condition. It's not, something to be like, oh God, I got all this stuff coming in my hair and, or whatever. It's not, you don't have to do that. Okay. It's just shampoo, regular shampoo. If you do once a week, you want to make sure you be careful that you're not removing too much of the natural oils from your scalp. Okay. When dandruff grows out of control, it's called melanesa. Okay, that is a really bad case of dandruff. When it grows out of control, it grows like it's all on your neck and everything. I mean, you can even see like scales everywhere. Okay, that's when it grows out of control. All right, dandruff is usually accompanied by itching sensation without skin inflammations or redness. All right. Now, I wanted to read something to you guys so you will know. We have two types of dandruff. Okay, you have pityriasis capitis simplex, or capitis. I mean, you know, whichever way you want to say it, it's right. So you have that type. That's very simple type. Basically, when you're combing your hair, you'll notice it falling on your shoulders and things like that. That's normal. Okay. It's not something to be alarmed over. It's not something to go off the handle and be like, oh my God, I need to get rid of this stuff out of my hair. It's normal. Okay. This is the dry type associated with flaking and itching. Okay. So sometimes when you itch your scalp, you'll notice that you'll have like, you know, dandruff in your hair. That's normal. Now, when you go to pityriasis steroid, that is a heavier type of dandruff, which it needs medical attention. Now, what I'm saying is that it's going to be greasy scales, these white pellets literally on top of the scalp, and you can actually take a comb and you can pick it up and it'll literally come off in your comb, and it's like thick and big like that. Okay, that is you need to go to your doctor, okay, when you see those things. I wanted to read this so you can kind of get an understanding of what I'm saying. It says the type of dandruff are large, greasy, or waxy scales that are accompanied with sebum. This causes the scales to stick to the scalp in white creamy patches. When the waxy creamy scales are removed with a comb, bleeding and oozing. Okay. A lot, I get like my daughter, when she started, she has natural hair, so I noticed that that happens to her. Okay, and what I started doing was I use a tea tree oil on her scalp, and I noticed that the inflammation is not large. The only time she gets the inflammation is when when I use certain type of products on her. So you can't use. That's why it's so important to actually use a cleansing shampoo at first. Okay, so your first shampoo needs to be a cleansing shampoo. Okay, that is going to remove, you know, anything that's on the top layer of the hair or the top layer of the epidermis. Okay, and then if that don't remove it, and you put a moisturizing shampoo in, then you may have other issues going on. Okay, so you want to make sure that you see your doctor in that, especially if it's uncomfortable. Okay, if it's not comfortable at all, you want to make sure that you see your dermatologist, who then should be speaking to a hair loss specialist, because a lot of times, you know, I know dermatologists are great and all of that, and they got their doctorate or whatever, but they never went to school to do hair, so they don't really kind of know in that, you know, in that aspect. So I wanted to jump on tonight. Thank you guys so much for the hearts. I really greatly appreciate it. Tomorrow I'm going to be jumping back on. We're going to be talking about the internal and the external factor on how dandruff they come forth, or how they develop, or what happens. How do we get them? You know what I'm saying? Is it a diet? Is what's going on? So I want to jump back on tomorrow to talk to you guys about that, and just to let you know, if you have any questions, you can always jump on my thecustomwigs@gmail.com and ask me anything you would like. And if you would like an infographic, I will also send you my infographic on the different types of alopecia and how it look, so that, you know, you don't be out of the loop and you're like, what's going on? Or you're like, I really don't care about this, but it's really important to know. It's part of the reason why I refer custom wigs to people that have hair loss, because you want to feel, you know, like you still have hair and things like that, and you don't want something to look wiggy. Okay, so thank you so much again tonight. I know it's late, you guys. Thank you so much for jumping on. I greatly appreciate it. You guys have a good evening, and until tomorrow, I will see you tomorrow.